nobody on y'all no more. You can't kick out. You can't leave me. And there you go. Keep the people. I built that brick by brick. And you think you can do this to me? Hey, listen, by the time your ass get the next season, you're gonna be the Clippers. I'm gonna be you're gonna be the Clippers. Ain't nobody going in and see that shit.
Because you don't, based off of what you were saying, you don't get to determine how the show goes. You know what I'm saying? Because okay, the partnership I get, you didn't really understand exactly how big the platform was gonna get. I think you undersold yourself because you didn't realize how great you was as a content creator. Honestly, and I've given you props. I've always celebrated you and said that I think that you are incredible and that you got the #1 basketball show in the whole 9 yards. But at what point in this infrastructure deal did you give up the control to where you can't determine, hey, no, I'm executive producing this, I'm controlling my own IP, I determine how many times we stream, I determine how we want to add a football show. At what point did that part come in is what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, so I had 50% of both shows. So basically any show I produce under No Chill Productions. So No Chill Production is what 50-50. They don't have rights to Gilbert Arenas. So this channel, anything I do with my name and likeness outside of No Chill Productions, I own 100%. So I'm not exclusive to doing deals, right, with other people. So I never really had control. I didn't want control of thumbnails and all that because I didn't really know about it. I didn't really care. Just you do what you need to do. I'll learn on the way. When my contract is up, which is up in 10 months from now, I own all the equipment.
You get to keep everything?
So basically my deal is actually this. I own all the equipment. Now, when it comes to the show itself, remember, it's a concept.
Right.
It's not real. 50% is real if we sell it. Now, if I walk away, what do they have? They can't use Gil's Arena name. They can't use Gil's Arena crew. That's part of my deal. They can't use Skip Bayless and the crew. That's part of my deal. So that means they will have to start brand new.
So this, to me, it was less about the rankings of the players they're talking about and more just about Pat Bev's energy. I mean, this dude gets, yeah, I mean, he gets kicked off his own show and replaced on his own show. He goes through legal troubles, which you never really want to laugh about. I'm glad they were able to straighten the legal troubles out, but you get kicked off your own show. Yeah, you get kicked off your own show. Barstool plays in your face. Your partners don't want you back, and you figure, now let me try to go viral. Let me try to get my own shit off the ground by shooting at D Wade.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Michael Jackson. Okay, that's it. That's all I can give you. Thriller's coming. Shut up already. Okay?
Gilbert Arenas just gave fans a first glimpse at what he's building for his next show, and the fact that it's coming straight from his basement has people paying attention. That's especially interesting because Gil's Arena had already become one of the biggest basketball shows out there, so naturally, everyone wants to see what Gilbert is planning for the next chapter.
All the accusations that was made against me was actually not real. I wasn't the person that had him bench. I wasn't the person who had him bench and told the coach. That wasn't actually me. That story is, rest in peace, that was Kobe Bryant's thing. Kobe Bryant told Phil Jackson, put him on the bench, he's in my way. I don't know how I got put into that as the person who did that, but that wasn't me. Okay. So basically, once I realized all of this was fake and I didn't do anything, I dropped everything. I apologize for all the bullshit I brung into it and everything he did for me. It no longer exists. So even moving forward, anything he says, it has no bearing. He has a blanket of freedom to do whatever he wants if he needs to, because I don't have a problem. But I'm not gonna have fake beef turn into real beef. You remember, it was like this, and some people know. So I made a comment about the word pause, because someone wrote it in the chat, right? And then I think Cameron Mace, someone read it to them, or they did a thing, and it kind of thought I was talking about them the way they set it up.
Yeah.
So they went on the thing, and I think they just killed me, right? I didn't respond to it, nor did I watch it, because I wasn't talking about them. I was talking to my chat. So I said, you're only responding because of the way it was set up and you think that is. I can't take that response and say I'm offended by this response, because the only way you made this response is because of what was presented. See, what was presented is fake. So that means now the response is fake.
Okay.
It's irrelevant.
All right.
So now I don't have no, you know what I mean? Like it's irrelevant to me. So all the words that you said, who gives a fuck what it was? It's irrelevant. And
This situation has definitely caught people's attention, and Pat Bev has now added his voice to the conversation. Honestly, that makes sense considering Pat Bev recently dealt with a situation that was pretty similar himself.
Now that, everything has been, the truth came out and everything is over with, I'll call Dave, like, okay, cool. It's time to get back on the pod. Like, what's up? You feel me? Dave say, have you talked to the guys? And I'm like, okay. I don't know why I got to talk to them, but all right. I hit the group chat. Mind you, through this whole time, right? And I don't want to harp too much on this, but through this whole time, like, I ain't heard a word from Ron at times, So like, excuse me if I feel some type of way, right? Not from Barstool, just from the homie. This was the Pat Bev and Ron. We got 278,000 subscribers together. We got a YouTube plaque together. You feel me? So like, this is my dog. Like I thought, like, you feel me? This is my dog. So I hit the group like, yo, I'm back, boys. I'm ready to work. You feel me? Like, man, stuff is past, man. Y'all been holding it down. I'm ready to get back to work. Ron reached out to me, man. I know you glad this is over, this. I'm like, all right, so okay, when do we start? And then they go quiet. And I'm like, they like, have you talked to anybody? I'm like, talk to anybody? Like, I talked to Dave. Dave say, have I talked to y'all? I talked to y'all. Y'all tell me, have I talked to somebody else? So me and Dave get on the phone. And Dave, shout out to Dave too, man. Solid dude since day one. Like from him finding me into where I am right now, media-wise, he's been a phenomenal, right? I talked to Dave, and Dave hit me like, yeah, the guys wanted me to reach out and tell you that, they want to keep going how the party is now.
All I have to say about it is I know that Pat Bev is misrepresenting what happened, and he knows that he's not telling the full truth about this situation. But like I said to him personally when I reached out to him, I wish him nothing but the best.
But the only issue I had with Pat was the trust issue. Like, he just up and left us when I thought we had something rocking.
Now it's just, man, listen, we got White Chocolate. Me and White Chocolate got a huge announcement. I'm gonna let you give it to him, White Chocolate. I'm gonna let you give it to him.
Yeah, this podcast, we're gonna try to start something next week, maybe.
Yes, sir.
Hooping and hollering. Let's see what's happening.
Hooping and hollering podcast. Obviously by Barstool. Shout out to Barstool Sports. So it's gonna be me, White Chocolate, Ron. We gonna be in there. We gonna be hooping and we gonna be talking about hoops, and we damn sure gonna be hollering. So yeah, it's gonna be a vibe.
For sure. No holds barred either.
Yeah.
Pat Bev is probably one of the more relevant people to hear from here because he recently experienced something that was very similar. Now, Gilbert Arenas is dealing with his own situation involving Underdog after publicly calling them out following his replacement by Skip Bayless on the show. So before we break down what all of this means, let's hear Pat Bev's take on what happened. And if you're enjoying the video, hit that thumbs up because it really helps support the channel.
I didn't know Gilbert Arenas got Pat Bev off his own show. I didn't know this. I was wondering why Brandon Jennings, his energy was getting a little different. He was tweeting a lot more. He was speaking a lot more. I didn't know they Pat Bev Gilbert Arenas off his show. I didn't know they move like that. I see, and no one knows why. Y'all got to give me a reason why. Gilbert Arenas. And then I was wondering why Brandon Jennings was like, yeah, our show is the #1 show out. I'm like, our show? Like, what the fuck? Is he delusional? That motherfucker said Gilbert Arenas. That said Gilbert Arenas. That said Gil's Arena show. So you're telling me they kicked this man off his show in his house? Come on, man. Come on, Gil. Gil, you got to give me something, Gil.